Hello. Good afternoon, everyone. It's still fine weather. Yes? Okay. So, it's a pleasant afternoon here at UP Baguio. Welcome to our guests and visitors, and of course, friends of UP Baguio, students, faculty members, other visitors. This afternoon, we are honored by the presence of guests from the Philippine Information Agency, the Department of Trade and Industry, the National Economic Development Authority, CAR. We also have guests from Brent School, and the guests from Top Skill, Mount Cloud, and the Department of Tourism. Let's now start this program and welcome everyone to Handwoven Tales, the warp and weft of Cordillera Textiles. There was a stranger or an alien who visited this place many years ago, and in his diary he wrote his observation about the people here, that they were in various states of undress. Today we have more cloth, and we have plenty of cloth to go around. So we are perhaps overdressed, in fact. In fact, we have some cloth to spare, and we are giving some to the museum to display. So this afternoon, we will listen to the director of the Museo Kordilyera for the welcome remarks, Professor Victoria Lourdes Diaz.
Thank you, Dr. Fong. Professor Emeritus Delphine Tolentino, our esteemed guest, Madam Adelaida Lim, and Engineer Aloysius Mapalo, Chancellor Rovilios, guests and friends, good afternoon. The Museo Kordilyera was officially inaugurated on January 31, 2017, with an exhibit on tattoos, photographs of the indigenous influx, and an exhibition on the retrospect on the life of and work of Jules Derat. This was followed by an exhibition on Feast of Merit last year, which you might have visited. Today, we open a new exhibit. This is entitled Handwoven Tales, the Warp and Weft of Cordillera Textiles. This time, we focus on the weaving tradition in our part of the world. We showcase the knowledge, skills, and artistry reflected in the unique textiles produced by not just the different indigenous groups in the Cordillera, but those around the Cordillera region as well. Textiles are not just clothing for our communities. The embellishments, colors, patterns, and motifs signify various meanings. They also figure in ritual life and in economic and political activities of communities. The Museo Kordilyera, as an ethnographic museum, serves as a repository of the tangible and intangible heritage of the Cordillera. Exhibitions benefit greatly from the scholarly work of the faculty from the various colleges of UP Baguio. We see it as a learning resource center and venue for disseminating the research outputs of our faculty. We hope that this exhibit will be another contribution to obtaining this objective. I would like to acknowledge the many people who have helped us, but before that, I would like to call the curatorial team who had worked so hard for so long to put this exhibit together. So we have with us our Program Development Associate, Professor Emeritus Delphine Tolentino. Sorry, he was there in the corner. Of course, we have our curator, Dr. Annalyn Salvador Amores. We also have our graphic designer, Ms. Joanne Medrano. Our museum researcher, Mr. Nicolai Panged. He's downstairs, still working. And I also would like to acknowledge the help of our museum staff and interns who, together with the rest, stayed late until the morning to finish this exhibit. So when we open exhibits, we only see what we see today, no? But we don't know the behind-the-scenes work that goes into this. So part of this is really assistance from many, many people. So we would like to acknowledge first the support provided by the Office of Senator, now Deputy Speaker Lauren Legarda. We received a very huge financial assistance from her office. We would also like to thank Corditex Project of UP Baguio for sharing their research output and textile collection. And of course, we also want to acknowledge the various weaving associations. If you don't mind, I will name them. Batal Nagadang, Cano Weavers, Corazon Agosto and the Santiago Weavers, Kiangan Weavers, Leila Loom, Manabo Weavers, Naneng Weavers, Namarabar Indigo Dye Producers, Nardas Handwoven Arts and Crafts, Sagada Weaving, and Top Skill. We also would like to acknowledge the support provided by our donors and lenders, Mr. A.V. Kating and family, the family of John K. Chua, Mr. Floyd Quintos, Ms. Patis Tesoro, Mr. Harvick Dominguez. Likewise, we wish to thank the Field Museum, American Museum of Natural History, Masferry and Sons Association, Newberry Library, New Vizcaya People's Museum and Library, University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee Libraries. Our appreciation also goes to Digify Incorporated, Rupert Science and Display Services, Verse Construction Services, Mr. Arnold Amores, Mr. Ted Wilver David. Lastly, but not with most appreciation, we thank the UP Baguio administration led by Dr. Raimundo Rovillo as Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs, Corazon Abansi, Vice Chancellor for Administration, Jessica Carino. We also would like to thank the Finance and Accounting Office and Campus Maintenance Office for the help that they have given us. So we hope you will enjoy our exhibit, and we hope you will come back again and again to look at the details of this exhibit when you have the time. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Professor Diaz, the museum director. And now we shall hear a message from the city government of Baguio through the city tourism officer, Engineer Aloysius Mapalo.
Thank you, Jimmy. Good afternoon, everyone. First and foremost, I would like to apologize since the mayor has a lot of appointments, no, and meetings this afternoon. He is really meaning to attend this affair. And so I am speaking here in his behalf and the entire city government of Baguio City. First and foremost, I would like to greet our guests here, the dignitaries, the chair of the new council. She's a little shocked about it. The chair of the new council for Baguio Creative City, Ma'am Lyda Lim. Thank you very much for joining us, because you will become a catalyst of everything that we will see here and what we have done so far. No, you've been really part. I see here also our regional director of DOT, OIC, Ms. Jovi Ganongan, our always supportive partner, no, in our endeavors towards attaining the objectives of our being a UNESCO Creative City. Of course, the Chancellor, as a matter of fact, this is not only a greeting, but a big congratulations to the Chancellor of University of the Philippines, Baguio, who is also a good friend of mine, Chancellor Dr. We call him RR. Kaya that's what I'm used to. RR Rovillos, good afternoon. And to everyone, good afternoon po. No? So as I've said in behalf of the mayor, first and foremost, I would like to congratulate Dr. Vicky, the director of Museo Kordilyera, who is now the punong abala, I guess. Ayon, she's everywhere, no? Trying to see to it that everything is in place. And as early as now, I would like to congratulate her and all of the names that she already mentioned. Uh, it's really a lot of work. I know how it happens behind the scenes, no? Because I was once also in productions before. Um, Now, I would just like to share how the city, particularly the mayor, no, when he visited the ongoing preparation for our Ibag-Ib Festival, how he emphasized now, no, because many of us felt for so long that there is this is the sector that somehow, no, it's overlooked to the point siguro neglected, that feeling of neglected. But the mayor has emphasized yesterday with a press conference that we will bring back, the city will put the necessary support and the necessary enabling platforms or whatever we can provide so that we can pursue and attain what our craftsmen and our artists has been aspiring to achieve, especially now that the distinction of Baguio being a UNESCO creative city has put them into the limelight. No? And that is one character that we would like to also offer to our visitors to our city as a prime tourist destination ever since. And now that with that pronouncement of the mayor, I think we are already in the right direction because most of the initiatives that had started when way back in 2017 are really from the different outside organizations, meaning outside of the city government. And one of those is really the many contributions of UP Baguio. Particularly, Chancellor here has been in the forefront of wanting to put forward, no, our distinction, not only in paper, no, but bring it forward to tangible outputs. And we've seen that, I personally have seen that many times, no, the passion that he put into all of these objective of ours, no, here in the city, no, and this Museo Kordilyera actually is will, you know, it has been already, but right now, no, now that we are highlighting weaving, no, will become a center, no, of that feature of our wanting to be highlighting that character of Baguio City. A main feature, a central feature in offering to our visitors what we are, who we are, and how what we have become. I am glad, no, that we will also have, I've learned that we'll have a featured fashion show showing traditional weaves in contemporary wear. And as a matter of fact, it must not be a coincidence that I'm wearing a Harvick Dominguez jacket. This is designed by Harvick Dominguez, who is the featured designer now, later. And you will see more of his collections later. These are the kinds of platforms where we are able to promote. No? I am glad that it's happening here. But deeper than that, no? As I was about to say, itong Museo Kordilyera natin is going to provide deeper insights to how we are already using our crafts, our folk arts, and our weave. No? Kasi many of our tourists, kasi that is what, that's my perspective as a tourism officer. We would like to put, we would like to have or prioritize a thrust in tourism, which is focusing on our culture, arts and crafts, beyond what we traditionally offer, which is the cold climate, no, and traditional tourist attractions. And many times, they will just be amused of the colorful textiles, colorful weaves, and unique arts, unique design. But the story behind that is what's lacking. And I am, and you know, I am glad that this institution, which is the Museo Kordilyera, will be able to provide that. No? The history, the story behind, the essence, and you know, there have been a lot of questions whether we are even doing it right. No? That we are using a traditional and even sacred weaves long before use as part of religious rituals, if we are even actually still respecting that part of our history. I am trustful that the curators and the directors of this museum will be able to provide insights and provide answers to those questions. Now, I myself sometimes is not fully aware and not very familiar with. No? And not only that, no, this Museo Kordilyera is also a highlight of now an offered circuit tour or a circuit crawl, which is now available to all tourists. You know, I am so glad that it happened with the help of Department of Tourism. We have now a circuit crawl that will offer tourists going around the sites that will provide a deeper understanding of our culture and heritage, no, in heritage, history, and culture. And there will be, because I tried it already, the first run, there will be tour guides, no, who are able to explain everything, no, that many of our tourists are actually missing. So I think I've mentioned a lot already about how important it is that we are doing this here in UP Baguio. So once again, congratulations, UP Baguio, and to Chancellor Rovillos. Thank you.
Thank you very much, our City Tourism Officer, Engineer Aloysius Mapalo. Engineer Mapalo mentioned weaving, and it's one of the reasons why we have been recognized as a creative city. And this afternoon, we are honored to have with us the president of HABI, the Philippine Textile Council, Madam Adelaida Lim, to give another message.
Good afternoon, everyone. Today we're opening an exhibit of textiles in Museo Kordilyera. As you know, it's a truth that museums define the cultural life of a city. So it's very nice that we do have this museum here, and it's also quite appropriate that we are opening an exhibit of textiles, because textiles are what define our identity. We are what we wear, and we are what we weave. In weaving, there are two elements. There's the warp and the weft. And it really brings together the fabric of the culture that lives in a place. Many different places have different textiles, and we happen to have a particular style here, which shows the rest of the world that this is Cordillera weaving. I'm very glad and pleased that the Museo Kordilyera is putting on this show because one of the vision or the objectives of the Cordillera, of the Textile Council, is to make our traditional textiles something that is current, something that we use every day, so that we remember and also grow into what we are supposed to be. Textiles would be our guide towards that. So congratulations to everyone who have put together this exhibit and for thinking that this would enlighten everyone else about who we are. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Laida Lim. Engineer Mapalo also already modeled a jacket by our next speaker. Yeah, we'll be having a fashion show later. But let's hear from the fashion designer of the show that we'll be having this afternoon. Let's hear from Harvick Dominguez.
A pleasant afternoon to everyone. My first and foremost, my heartfelt gratitude to UP Baguio Museo Kordilyera for this wonderful opportunity. Salamat po. As an Igorot and a Cordilleran, I am fortunate that weaving has always been a part of our culture. We are adapting to changing times. I'm glad that the industry is now open to develop new techniques, discover other raw materials, and embrace new shades and palettes. As an artist, designers, and enthusiasts, may we all continue to support each other, create sustainable designs, and continue to draw inspiration from our heritage. The inspiration for this collection are archive photographs of the different tribes of the Cordillera region. Thank you so much.
And now, before we go to the fashion show, let's welcome Pagta for a cultural show.
Pwede pong hiramin yung... Yan mamay bayang bukami bakiyang ang bimbeblay di kalahan higatayo ng bunatan. Gabagabag ang kalahan, kabungan nilinawan, panhidumani ang anglan, pandayaman aguban.
Thank you very much, Pagta. We will now turn over the time to the designs of Harvick Dominguez.
The University of the Philippines Baguio Museo Kordilyera presents a contemporary fashion show on Cordilleran weaves and fabrics. Abra. Apayao. Benguet. Ifugao. Kalinga.
Thank you very much to the ladies and gentlemen of Harvey Dominguez. And now we have more to show you downstairs, and we'd like to invite Engineer Mapalo, Madam Lyda Lim, the ladies of our departments here in the region, our Chancellor, our Vice Chancellors, to please lead us as we see more textiles downstairs. Please.